Welcome back. Let's discuss two more text functions in Excel, replace and substitute. At first glance, both of them look like they do the same thing, which is replace the text. But trust me, their logic is very different. And once you understand that difference, you will know exactly when to use which function. Let's start with the replace function. The replace function replaces the text based on the position and not on the value. That means Excel doesn't care what the text is, it only cares about where it is. Let's understand the syntax for the replace function. The replace function needs four inputs. First is old text, which is the original text, the start number, which is the position from where the replacement starts, number characters, which is number of characters to be removed, and new text you want to insert. The replace function can be used in masking the identity number, bank number, etc. So let us understand this with the help of a simple example. In column D, we have the bank codes and we want to mask the first four characters with X. So in this case, we can use the replace function. So to use the replace function, we will type is equal to replace, bracket open, old text is the bank code, the original text, comma, starting number is 1 in our case because we want to replace the first four characters of the bank codes with X. So the starting number is 1. The number of characters to be replaced is 4. And the new text is X. So we'll type 4 times X in quotes and then close the bracket. Here is the masked bank code where the first four characters are masked. We can copy this formula to the below cells by double clicking on the plus sign. This is how we can use the replace function, which replaces the original text based on the position of the text. Now let's discuss the substitute function. The substitute function replaces the text based on the value and not the position. So this is the opposite of the replace function where we replace the text based on the position and not the value. Here Excel searches for a specific word or character and replaces it with the given word. Let's understand the syntax for the substitute function. The substitute function requires four inputs. The first input is text, which is the original text. The old text is the text to be replaced. The third input, which is the new text, is the replacement text. And instance number is an optional input, which is the occurrence to replace. So let's understand how we can use the substitute function. In column I, we have the product codes, which starts with PRD, then a dash, then numbers 001, and then the country code. And here we will substitute the dash with a forward slash. So in this case, we can use the substitute function. So what we'll do is we'll type substitute. The first input is the original text, which is in column I, comma. The second input is text, which is the text to be replaced, which is the dash in this case, comma. New text we want to insert is a forward slash. So, and we want to change the first instance of the dash. So we enter 1. This is optional. So if we leave it, it will assume that it is the first instance. Close the bracket and enter. So we see that the first dash is replaced by a forward slash. If instead of 1, I enter 2 over here, so in this case, the second instance is replaced by a forward slash. So this is how we can use the substitute function. To summarize, replace works on where the text is and substitute works on what the text is. Thank you.